Hey there! Welcome to the update for February. I am all out of Corona, if that's how you say it. I am healthy again, and that is great. And I've got some good news. I want to answer a question right off the start here, from Spectre Dead Gaming. How about calling my sci-fi machinima for Space Odyssey? And that's a little too late, because I already made the first episode. And I just decided to call it Space Quest. And not only that, I finished the first and the second episode, and 2 songs from the soundtrack is also done. One of them being the theme song. And I'm looking very much forward to show you. I am going to start making episode 3 as soon as possible. And once I'm done with episode 3, I might begin to think about release dates. I'm pretty damn sure that I'm going to have a release date ready for you in the next update. So that's great, and it's cool to be back in the machinima thing. It felt great. So yeah, everything's great. So let's just hit right into the questions. First question is from the Legend Master. Hey Sander, sorry to hear about your band breaking up. Thanks. What are some of your favorite bands to listen to? Oh man, I've got so many bands that I love to listen to. But let me see here. I listen to all sorts of music, so it's a very hard question you got from me there. If I need to listen to some old school rock, I listen to Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, and Rainbow. You know, some old stuff like that. I enjoy that. More modern stuff, I enjoy listening to Jonah Blacksmith. That's a Danish band that I was very inspired by when I was playing in my own band. And then Two Steps from Hell is a big inspiration for me. And I love listening to that when I need to get inspired to make stuff. And what else? Like hip hop and rap, I like to listen to Cunning Linguists and the old school NWA and Ice Cube's solo works. I think that's pretty dope. What else? What else do I listen to? I listen to all sorts of stuff, man. It's hard to pick one. I think one of my favorite artists is Supertramp with their one album called Breakfast in America. That's like my favorite album of all time, I think. Iron Maiden is also a big inspiration. That's what got me into making music in the first place. I've got a playlist on Spotify called Sanders Mix, where I've got like close to 2,000 songs. All sorts of different kinds of music. So if you want to get a taste of what I like to listen to, I'll make sure to have a link in the description. Enough about that. I could talk about music all day. Let's move on. We got another question from Dilly D22. My question for you this time around is, as someone who unfortunately didn't get much time to play an instrument, only in school, on 10 drums, playing boring sheet music, what is a good way to get started again and get into playing music I enjoy? I would just play a song that I really enjoyed and just try to listen to what the drummer is doing and try to mimic that on your own. And I think there's also a lot of great backing tracks here on YouTube that you could use to practice drumming. I believe there's a lot of backing tracks without drums where you could just play around with. So that's my suggestion for you. And if you don't have a full-on drum set, you could get an electric drum set that won't disturb the neighbors and all that. Or a drum pad, that's also good. But basically you can drum on anything. You can drum on your couch, you can drum on your desk. You can use pencils and glasses and all sorts of things. So yeah, just let your imagination run amok. I hope that helps. And here's a question from KL Davidson. What is the premise of the sci-fi? Will it be humans, aliens, robots, or just science gone wrong? That will be the big driver. I won't spoil any major story points, but I will say that there is going to be humans, there is going to be aliens, and there is going to be robots. The premise is hard for me to tell you without spoiling it. I guess you'll figure it out in the first episode, maybe. I'm still pretty unsure on where it's going. I have it all in my head and on paper. But I need to build some bridges in some of the arcs that I'm doing. Well, hopefully it's going to be fun, and I hope you're going to be captivated by it, just like you did with the Dark Days. Hopefully. And we got a question from Connor Sharton. I didn't answer your questions from the last update and the one from Halloween. I'm sorry about that. Man, you got a whole novel for me here. Let's see. Question number 1. Ness Greens, he made his own GTA 5 machinima. Blah, blah, blah. And you're listing a lot of names there that I don't know. And he voice acts himself. Okay, that's awesome. I mean, you're coming with a lot of names that I don't know anything about. Would I be related to those guys for outstanding work? I'm not sure what your question is, but I don't know who these guys are. So I'm not related to them like that. I mean, maybe we are related in a way that we are making the same sort of content. I don't know. But I don't know these guys. But I'm sure they're doing great stuff. And question number 2. You're not the only one that cancelled your series. There's another guy who created a plastic apocalypse thing. Blah, 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 blah. And you are writing a novel here. What is your question? Okay, I don't even know what your question is on number 2. So I'm just going to jump right to number 3, if that's okay. I have no idea what your question is. I don't know any of these things that you're listing here. 3. When I watch your Dark Day series, I put music on to appraise the series as music from Day of the Dead and a lot of other stuff. That's great. Would you like that idea? I mean, sure, if that makes you happy to put on music to the Dark Days, I like the idea of that. That's great. If that's something you like to do. So, okay, man. Holy shit, that is a lot of words and a lot of name drops there. And I'm sorry, I'm not able to get all of it. It's a lot of things that you're listing here. I hope that my answer is acceptable for you, because I'm going to move on now. Okay, let's see here. And we have a question from Snake Tech 1922. Have I ever thought of having my own production team to these projects? Have I at least thought of auditioning or recruiting talented people who are willing to help on a lot of things to at least relieve a lot of the work stress and help out? I think you mean like building sets and body acting or something like that, or maybe even animating and stuff like that. Yeah, I have thought about it if it was something that I would put a lot of money into. But this is just a hobby for me, so I'm not going to do anything crazy like that. And besides, I do enjoy doing it by myself. That way I can do it in my own tempo. This whole machinima thing is something that I want to do in my spare time because I enjoy doing it. And I'm really happy that I have an audience. But the last thing I want to do is stress about it. I think the only thing I might need help with is voice acting. And when I get to that point, I'll be sure to make a video on that. But a whole production team, that might be too much for me to handle. And we have a question from Rodzilla Mon. Have I ever thought about opening a Discord server for your channel? I think I've had this question before, and no, I haven't really thought about it. I'm not really sure what a Discord server would do for my channel. I might just be an old man. If anyone wants to explain to me what the Discord server might be good for, please make a comment about that. That would be greatly appreciated, because you're not the first one to ask that, so there must be something about it. And the last question is from Starlight Glitch Foxy. What was my favorite Garry's Mod series on my channel? Well, that might be the Dark Days. Of all the series I've made, that one is definitely the one I've put the most work into. And definitely the one that I'm most proud of. At least the later episodes. Alright, I guess that was it. Thank you so much for all your questions. And I'm looking forward to dropping a release date for my sci-fi series in the next update video, which will be in March. So yeah, thanks so much for watching and staying with me. It's greatly appreciated. You guys are the best. Alright, I'll see you next month. Have a good one, guys.